As it stands, contact centre agents' own notes are still largely overlooked when it comes to reviewing customer feedback. Just 1/3 of those surveys say they regularly refer to these information sources for customer insights. It is vital for businesses to understand that valuable feedback doesn't only come from structured sources like market research and surveys, but also from gathering and making use of the comments customers make every day. Organisations need to get far better at understanding the unstructured detail which in the past has defied conventional analysis, anecdotes, asides and emotions. This form of insight can be mined from phone calls into the contact centre, emails or social media, which can then be collated to present a clear picture of what consumers think about a product or a service, and indeed the company as a whole. This is a critical element to achieving competitive advantage because when analysed, the insights gleaned can be used to better inform decision making, to tailor business operations and provide an early warning signal for potential customer services issues, which can then be addressed before they become brand threats, thus boosting the customer satisfaction and loyalty. The brands that push customer satisfaction to the top of their agenda and actively listen to and act on feedback through whichever channel it's shared will be steps ahead in boosting the customer loyalty. Mining contact centres for valuable insight needs to be part of this. Less than half of respondents, 42%, agreed their management board understood customer service. One respondent in 3 was unable to quantify the saving in financial terms of a 10% reduction in the amount of calls taken by the contact centre. Contact centres could in fact be their organisation's largest unmonetised asset. A potential goldmine is available to those organisations able to unlock the insights contained in their customer interactions and then share them throughout the enterprise. This requires a strategic shift to empower the service organisation to gather, analyse and draw intelligence from customer interactions. When it can do this, it can then be seen by the rest of the organisation as a true source of insight rather than simply an operational function. Customer data can be used to drive business decisions, improve the customer experience and deliver on growth and profitability objectives. A change in mindset is needed. Many companies consider managing customer interactions purely as a cost. However, the cost centre gathers a treasure trove of invaluable intelligence within its interactions. Therefore, a shift in thinking needs to occur to acknowledge the contact centre as the intelligence gathering resource. I think knowing that there is so much being measured within the contact centre, it's really understanding what you can measure at the moment and turn that into actionable insight. So I think there is too much kind of given over at the moment to those traditional methods of measurement, and it's really turning that into something that is going to take that contact centre from being a cost centre to being much more proactive in the call centre environment. I think, again, there's too much sort of focus on traditional measures, as we covered before. I think the customers are out there giving a lot of unsolicited information, but the measures that the contact centre has in place isn't necessarily capturing that. It's more focused around average handle time and things of that nature, so it's not really getting to the true voice of the customer. As we've seen from the study, there are a lot of organisations that are still very focused on complaints because that is something that's already measured, so therefore it's easy to kind of get to why customers are calling about complaints. But by that measure, it's kind of too late. So it's really going back to the root cause analysis, so not just what the customer is phoning about, but understanding the why and understanding the emotion and the sentiment behind that. So again, it's really sort of getting inside the voice of the customer rather than looking at these traditional measures which are essentially purely number crunching.